Violetta Anna Licari reporting from the Ponderosa. How thrilled I am to be here, I can't even put into words. This is a dream come true just to be reporting from here for Under the Big Sky, my TV show that airs this fall. We're all about Big Sky, the TV show, and today I have the privilege to interview a wonderful young woman who I've got to know quite a bit the last week. I've spent a lot of time with. She's an amazing person. She's got an amazing life, and I'm looking forward to her sharing a little bit about that with you. But right now, I'd like to introduce her to you so you can get to know her too. And your name is?
Stacy Irick.
Stacy, I understand, Stacy, you are a part of the Big Sky TV show.
I am, yes I am.
And can you tell us a little bit about your part?
Well, it's a mystery. You'll have to watch Big Sky.
Oh, I just love mysteries. Now, you look at her. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's telling you it's a mystery. That's enough of a pull in to say, I want to watch, if for no other reason, to see what she's going to be up to. I just can't imagine. Now, I know that your part is a mystery. We're not giving up too much information. Why would we? But what does Big Sky, being a part of such a major production as this, what does it mean to you?
Oh, Big Sky, first and foremost, is the family. I have to share with you, I've met so many cast members and feel so comfortable with this family, first and foremost.
She's lovely. I'm telling you, everything she's saying is from the heart. There's a lot about Stacy that I'm hoping that she'll share, and you'll get to know really some of what I know and how much of an amazing person she is. Tell us what you do in your real life.
Well, actually, I'm a rancher. I raise cattle and I train horses, and I live in Texas. So my job actually is full-time working on my ranch.
A rancher. Oh, my goodness. She trains horses. She rides, and I'm going to ask her some questions about that. Now, Stacy and I this week have been to the rodeo a few times. My first time, I've never been to a rodeo. Stacy is old hand at the rodeo, and you're going to find out why and what she does. And she's just an amazing amount of information to share. And she brought me through it step by step, explaining to me what was going on in the rodeo, because I wouldn't have had a clue. And I'd like you to tell the audience, now you do something that is rodeo oriented, and I know you do it on your ranch, and I know that you've done it professionally. Tell the audience what it is you do.
I actually team rope, and that involves steers and roping, and also I barrel race. So the majority of my time is roping or barrel racing, competitive in the rodeo world.
You know, this just amazes me. Now, if you're like me who've never been to a rodeo, I'm a city slicker from New York. I don't know one thing from the next in a rodeo. And I'm sure there are other people with the same way. So what exactly is roping?
Well, roping is when you take a rope and you have a team partner. This is what we call team roping. And your partner will either rope the horns or the heels, and the other one will rope the heels, one of the other, and then that's a timed event in rodeo.
What she didn't tell you is they're on horseback.
Oh. Well,
they're doing this. They're riding around. Now I couldn't do that on my feet on the ground. I'd be going, oh my God, what to do? But she does this on horseback. That's just amazing. And what about the barrel racing? What is barrel racing?
Actually, barrel racing is on horseback, and there's 3 barrels, and you have a barrel pattern. But in today's world, it's very competitive, and it's growing each year. It seems to be growing more and more, because nowadays it's like it's athletes and racehorses versus just cowgirls. But we take it back still to the basic foundation of the Western days, and that's where it's all started.
That's awesome. Now, I thought when I heard the term barrel racing, don't laugh at me, I know you know I'm nuts. I thought you rolled the barrels. You know, everybody had a barrel and you rolled it and you raced it, and whoever got to the end of the line won. To see these people barrel race on a horse, when they're going around that barrel, they're tilting, right? You tilt your body. I mean, it looks like you're going this way, but then you're so tilted to go around.
Yes, you have to fit with your horse. It's something that takes time. It's just like a golfer with a golf club. You have to work at it and get balance, and you and your horse have to be on together, work together when you're barrel racing.
Did I lie? This woman is amazing. I can't, when you see this, when you see a rodeo, and if you get the opportunity, not live, look at it on a TV program and you'll see what she does. It's just amazing. So you have a ranch. Can you tell us a little bit about your ranch?
Yes, it's south of Fort Worth. I'm in the Fort Worth area, Central Texas. There's a lot of rodeos, a lot of ranching in Texas. So I like I said, I do a lot of training at my ranch. I have visitors that come. I have youth students that come out to my ranch.
Wow, that's very cool. There was another term you used that was a new one to me. Tank. You have a tank on your property. So, of course, what I'm thinking what a tank looks like. What is a tank?
Actually, it's what you would call a pond. It's where our water is that drains off of our pastures, and that's where our horses and cattle go down to drink water.
How cool is that? You're just such a cool person to know. I've had a great week with you. I've been just so super blessed. And I know from getting to know Stacy that you're going to love her too. I look so forward to working with her on the set of Big Sky, and I know everybody that meets her, you're going to feel the same way. She's just a love. She's a real sweetheart, and outgoing and honest, and just a pure spirit. So I'm pleased and blessed to announce her to you and interview with her and spend some time, especially here on the Ponderosa. It's kind of cool, right?
Oh, absolutely. This is a memory in itself. I have to cherish this ground I'm standing on. Thank you.
See? Well, I'm reporting from the Ponderosa. It's Violetta on Licari from the Ponderosa. Oh, I love it. I don't want to leave. I'd put up a tent, but they'd throw me off and probably put me in jail. And that would not be a good thing because I've been already told that we only have enough bail for one and there's a group of us. So we'll leave it at that. For Under the Big Sky, as we promote Big Sky, the TV show, Violetta on Licari saying, "Ta!" You'll never guess where I am today. I'm on the Ponderosa. Oh, yes, I am. Right in the heartbeat of what we love. I'm here today with a very special young lady, a working actress. She's working, and she's going to tell you a little bit about that. But let's get to know who she is right now by starting out asking her, what is your name?
Alana Phillips.
Alana. Now, we know that you are cast in Big Sky. Can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Well, my character is Scarlett Walker, and she's basically an outlaw former saloon girl. So, in the show, we don't really know if she's really, originally she starts off as a bad guy, but deep down we don't know if she's really a good person or if she's just pure evil.
So, in other words, we're going to have to watch to find out.
Yeah.
All right? Now, that sounds interesting. A good girl, bad guy. All rolled into one. And to look at you, you look like an angel, so I can't imagine seeing anything bad, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays. Mm-hmm. So, tell me a little bit more about yourself. I know that you're a working actress. You're very busy. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm an actress and stuntwoman in the Virginia City Outlaws Wild West Comedy Show and Shootout in Virginia City, Nevada. And I've been doing the show for about this is my third year in the show. I play 6 different characters in the show. And I love what I do. When I'm not in Virginia City in the summertime, I go back to Florida. That's where I was born and raised. And I go to film school down there in Orlando. And I also work on short films down there. My most recent one was Writer's Block. And I played Lori O'Brien.
Now, I hope you just got an earful. I hope you heard. Let's go back to the beginning. Not only you're an actress, a stunt woman. A stunt woman. Now, I had the privilege of attending your show yesterday, and you were throwing yourself all over the place. Does that hurt?
Oh, it does. Last year, I had a really big bruise on my hip. I fell on a rock during one of the shows when I was supposed to be killed. And but we do fight scenes, but we learn stage combat before we ever do these fight scenes, of course. We know how to punch ourselves and slap ourselves in the face, things like that. But
why would you punch yourself or slap yourself? We need an explanation on that one.
Excuse me. I meant, the other person punching you punching them, not ourselves. Yeah. I'm Donald O'Connor in Singing in the Rain, when he's like That's me.
You're hearing this from Alana. I loved watching your show, and I loved your character. You did an awesome job. You know, I was feeling bad for you, you know, the way you were all throwing yourself around there, but you came out of it shining. Tell me now, Alana, going back to Big Sky, what does it mean to you personally?
Big Sky to me means opportunity and dreams coming true. And the show has become more than just a TV show. It's now a family. We're a huge family now. We're creating such wonderful friendships, and we all get along so well, and we all have the same dream for Big Sky to make it not only a wonderful show, but just, I mean, really a lifestyle to be good to one another and to accept one another.
That's beautiful. You know, Alana's a young actress, and she speaks very maturely and really right on the mark about how we are in Big Sky. So, Alana, as a young actress, what would you like to say to your viewing audience, to people in your age group and maybe younger, and that's considering this industry?
Just like how to get into the industry, or
just some encouragement.
Just never give up. I mean, just follow your biggest and wildest dreams. If you work hard enough, they're really going to come true. You know, I never ever thought, I always wanted to be in film. I've wanted to be a film director since I was 9 years old. And I got into acting because to be a director, you got to know basically everyone's job. You don't have to know every single thing, but you got to have an idea. And so getting into acting, I never ever thought I would be in a TV show, never mind Big Sky, a Western, one of my favorite genres. So,
you know, there's a little bit more there, too, because Alana does study that formally. She's also a college student. So tell us a little bit about that.
I go to Valencia College in Orlando, Florida, and originally I graduated high school a year early, so I should really be done with my bachelor's degree by now. But I went to college when I was 18. I'm 21 now, and I got out of college because my college in California dropped the film program, and I had to figure out where I was going to go to next. And it took me a year. I started doing the Virginia City Outlaws show by then, and when I started doing the show, I was like, you know what? I love this show, and I'm going to keep doing it, but I really need to get my education as well. And I started again this past winter, and I love going to school. I'm learning so much more. I mean, there's some stuff from, you know, wanting to do this since I was 9. There was a little bit I knew, but I'm learning so much more. I just took stage lighting. I now know how to hang lights and things like that. I'm getting what I need to learn in school to be a director. I'm learning how to do lighting, audio, and so forth.
Excellent. Full package here with Alana Phillips. She's beautiful, great young actress, a student. She's bright. She's on the right track. She's got her priorities in order, and we're just blessed to have her in the cast. And I look so forward to working with you on the set. And I hope that, you know, if you're a bad guy in the show, I'm not saying a word, but just go easy on me.
All right, I will.
Okay. And if you're a good guy, you can come to Virgil in my house anytime. She's got that right. Reporting here from Bonanza. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Ponderosa Ranch.
The Ponderosa Ranch. Reporting here from the Ponderosa Ranch, Violetta on Licari for Under the Big Sky as we prepare for Big Sky, the TV show. I'm here with a special guest. You will recognize him, and some of you that are maybe new to Big Sky will want to get to know Jack a little better. So we're going to share some time with him and ask him some questions. Hopefully he'll answer. He may just say, hopefully not. But let's find out who he is first.
I'm Jack Waggon.
How about that? Now, how many people recognize Jack Waggon because he's a little out of character?
I am out of character. I don't have my cowboy hat or my Western belt on, so not that you could see it, but yeah. I am in the TV series Big Sky. I'm going to be Joseph Parker, the town gunsmith.
This is really exciting. Jack has a great part as the gunsmith, and we've seen his reels, and I'm sure that you have too. And for those of you that may be new to Big Sky, you need to look it up and look, because he's an awesome actor. He plays an awesome part, and the more you get to know him and know his part, the more you're going to want to see more. So, Jack, let me ask you: you're a working actor as well.
Yes.
Now, besides Big Sky, and we'll get back to that. I saw a show yesterday that super impressed me, which Jack is is one of the leads in a live show. He's just amazing. And if you're ever out in this area, Virginia City, do make it a point to get to see the show. But I'm going to ask Jack to share a little bit about his life as an actor and maybe a little bit about that show.
Well, I'll start out with the show. It's the Virginia City Outlaws Wild West Comedy Show. It's in Virginia City, Nevada. It's a half an hour of live theater, fistfights, gunfights. It's all comedy. And comedy Western is a genre that I favor because it's just so much fun. And everyone likes to laugh, and I love to make people laugh.
I love that. I love that. Do you hit yourself too? You know, like Alana?
No, I hit Alana. No, in the show, no. Everything is choreographed, and we block it all out, and we choreograph the fight scenes and all that stuff, and we don't actually really hit each other. It looks like we are, but everything is staged.
You know, it looks so authentic. You know, when you fall down or stumble, or you get shot. And I watched when you got shot yesterday. I don't want to give away the story, but your leg went one way and your body went the other, and I was like, ooh. Wow, that looked pretty hard.
I have, for a long time, I've tried to go for the element of realism for my audiences. So I want to make sure that when people are watching the scene or whatever, they believe what's really happening. So I tend to throw myself around quite hard with our stunts and with our scenes.
No, it shows, and I understand that there have been people in the audience that were concerned. Some children really thought you were hurt or dead. So it's very realistic, and the comedy is spot on. The timing is spot on, and it's something that you really should see. So I know that you're busy and you've done quite a bit in this industry. So tell us a little bit.
Well, quite a bit. It's happened rather quickly. I retired a little over 3 years ago from a career in law enforcement, and people were telling me I need to go into acting, and it was always one of my passions because I started out traveling with my grandfather, who was a wrangler and horse trainer for the motion picture industry in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And I traveled with him to many, many set locations in Arizona and Utah and Oregon. So it was always one of my passions to do acting.
Wow, I think that's probably where you got the bug, right?
I think so. At a very early age. I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old.
I heard a little bird tell me something about you riding on somebody's horse when you were little.
I did. It was on the movie set for Duel at Diablo, and it was with James Garner. I sat on the back of the horse with James Garner, who was a lead in Duel at Diablo. And I had many experiences like that, and I was quite young, so I don't remember a lot of what happened, but I have the photographs. So.
Oh, what an awesome experience. I know there's a lot of us that wish we were there, right? Now, you have something else coming up tomorrow. Right, and then talk about that. But then you have something coming up in October. I really want you to talk about. It's October.
I will talk about that. Tomorrow is the Brews, Bikes, and Bubbly. It's a Brew Fest in Carson City, Nevada. They're going to close off the main street, Carson Street, and we have vendors, and we've got a lot of beer, but vendors and live music, live entertainment. In fact, on Saturday, I will be performing with the Mayfield Gang, which is the small theatrical troupe that I co-formed 3 years ago here in Nevada. So we'll be putting on some street theater for you all down there on Saturday. But I have a booth there at the Brew Fest because I am a co-grand marshal for the 2015 Nevada Day Parade, which is this year it's the 151st celebration of Nevada statehood. It takes place on October 31st, Halloween, here in Carson City, Nevada. It's the Nevada Day Parade.
Oh, this is awesome stuff. Now, it doesn't end there. There's something about you being Grand Marshal on this particular time period.
Well, what's interesting is in 1964, the Grand Marshals, the co-Grand Marshals, were Lorne Green and Michael Landon from Bonanza.
Oh, how cool is that? It's such an honor to be the Grand Marshal. You must be just beside yourself with it.
Oh, that's not the half of it. I'm ecstatic because, like I said, 3 years ago, I embarked on this second career, and things are really happening.
Oh, in 3 years, you've heard a whole lot that he's accomplished in 3 years, and that should be an encouragement to everybody out there. Doesn't matter how old you are, how many careers you've had. If you have a passion for this industry, for film and TV or live theater, you're never too old and you're never too young. So give it a shot. And what would you say to the audience about that, Jack?
Well, I think some of the other interviewees today have said the same thing. Follow your dreams. Too many people die with their dreams. Let's follow those dreams. Let's pursue those dreams. Grab onto them and never give up.
Yeah, that's the truth. I had a college professor tell me one time, this is something if you really want, you have to go and get it. It doesn't come to you. You have to go and get it. Is that true?
It is true, and it's a lot of hard work. Nobody's going to seek you out and put you in film or movies, or you really have to do a lot of hard work. And I know, just like a lot of other people that are with Big Sky, there's a lot of 18 and 20-hour days that people are putting in, perfecting their craft and honing their skills and all that. And it's definitely not easy. But if you believe, if it's in your heart, then that's where you belong.
That's the truth. Now, I want to bring you back to Big Sky, Jack. Tell me, in your heart of hearts, what does Big Sky mean to you?
Big Sky is a dream come true. Big Sky it represents family and perseverance and unity and teamwork. And it's a blessing really to be involved in this project because, my favoring and going toward the Western genre is a tribute to my grandfather, and I'd like to continue his legacy because he worked so hard for so many years. And that's why I like the Western genre. And Big Sky, it's a dream come true. It really is.
This is awesome stuff. Now, I know that you're the gunsmith on Big Sky, and you know me, I'm Daisy Hicks, and I don't really tote a gun too much, but I might find cause to wander into your shop and maybe ask you for a gun or two. Would that be a possibility?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to see what the script says about that.
And what Virgil says.
And what Virgil says, exactly.
Virgil is my husband. He plays Virgil Cap Hicks. It's Leland Brader. And so we kid around every now and then. But I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to you, Jack, for spending the time with me on this interview and letting our audience get to know you a little more and a little closer look at Jack's life. And I want to say thank you for being an instrument in helping me come out to this part of the world, this beautiful part of the world, bringing us out here to Lake Tahoe and to where are we?
We're at the Ponderosa Ranch.
That's what I love. Violetta Licari reporting from the Ponderosa Ranch. It doesn't get better than this, folks. God bless.
And I'll see you in Big Sky.
Violetta Licari reporting here from, if I could remember, I would be happy to tell you. Oh, it's the Ponderosa Ranch. Okay. Still rolling and still reporting from the Ponderosa right here in the heartbeat of what we love.